Welcome to Boats and Bushcraft. This is a video that I definitely didn't want to have to make. Been doing some odd jobs on the outboard trying to get that idling issue sorted. Changed the fuel filter, no problem. Thought I'd check the spark plugs. First spark plug, undo, came out by hand, no problem at all. Second one would not come out. So got the socket on it, got it out, but it ground all the way out and just stripped all the threads from the engine. I've rung up a couple of places. I've had 3 quotes now, and they're talking over £1,000 to fix it, which isn't economic. They said it would be over £1,000, but in their terms, it wouldn't be worth doing. So basically, I now have a boat that doesn't have a working engine anymore. The advice was given I could try doing something called helicoiling it myself. They said if you got nothing to lose, the engine's scrap now either way. The thing is, it fires up, but yeah. So basically, this engine's now scrapped. It's gonna help me get it home. I'm gonna try and do this helicoil thing, but from what I can work out, you basically drill out the hole wider, put a new thread in it, and then hopefully the spark plug will go into that. But if it doesn't work, then engine's scrapped, and I'm not in a financial position to go out and buy a new engine. I'm not in a financial position to spend over £1,000 to repair this engine. So that might be it for the boat side of Boats and Bushcraft for now. Still own the boat, obviously. I've got a little 4 horsepower behind my shed. If that still runs, I can put it on here, but it doesn't have the controls or the steering wheel, so I'm gonna have to tiller arm it, which could be an absolute nightmare. But it does mean, like, just in Brundle, I can go in Brundle, fish and stuff like that. So yeah, heartbroken, absolutely gutted. But that's where we're at with it, with the channel. Not good times, people. I always try to stay positive, but the engine's fudged, you know. But the helicoil might work. I think it's about 50 quid for the kit. I'll try it. If it works, God bless. Oh, if not, then I'll be selling it spares repairs. Someone who knows how to do it properly will be able to do it. But for the garages have said that they'd have to take it all apart in order to do it. Whereas an amateur like me can just put some grease on this helicoil, and as you put it in, it'll collect the shavings, supposedly. Anyway, that's a wrap. Wish me luck. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching anyway. I'll let you know what happens with it, if I get it working or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Right, hello, welcome to Boats and Bushcraft. The engine doesn't cut out, we're now off fishing. We're off. So yeah, whether you can hear me or not, you join me on a beautiful misty morning in November. Getting closer to Christmas. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been busy with work and the girls. That is life. I'm optimistic. Anyway, it's a Friday. Kids are at school. Going to take the boat out for a couple hours and do a little bit of fishing. Hopefully. No issues with the engine, because I hadn't realised I haven't fired this up and took it out in 2 months now. I've been coming back and forth down here with the girls, but I've not actually took the boat out. So this is the first trip out since August time. But hopefully the plan is we're going to go past the Surlnham ferry house, just on the 3 moorings opposite there, because I've caught some beautiful fish there in the past. So fingers crossed I'll actually get some today. My mate's been fishing, he lives down Riverside, and he's been catching loads recently. So that was like, right, I'm going to have to get out. I've got a licence, I'm going to use the bloody thing. So there we are. Right, well this doesn't happen very often. We've actually got a bit of luck here. There's only one boat at the mooring opposite the Surlnham ferry house, and he's all the way this end. Because the tide's coming in, I want to go to that end, turn around and get on the end, which means I've got the whole that direction to fish with no one in the way. That never happens. Normally there's a load of people here predator fishing. Very lucky boy. Just past the Broads Authority. I don't know what they're doing. The rangers, they're just parked up in the hedge. I couldn't even see anyone on the boat. But I'll keep you recording when I go down and spin round, but what I'll do is I'll try and aim you out the back of the boat, so at least you've got a bit of a view. Engine problems again. We're going to be float fishing today. I'm going to be using one of the kids' rods, because why not, eh? I've never fully understood how to set up the depth of a float rod, so I just kind of throw it in and hope for the best. But fishing maggots, yeah, that problem with the outboard, I still don't know what it is. But winter is the time to have a look and try and figure it out. It's fine going along, it's just when you slow down, it cuts out. Check the spark plug, check the fuel lines, replace the fuel filter. Beyond that, I don't really know. So anyway, 3 little maggots, see if we catch a fish. Yeah, don't have to cast far, tide's coming in, so I can just let it do its thing. There we go, float rod, leave some line out. Just stick it on the rod rest. Yeah, I'll get this second line out. That's a nice one. I think this other one needs an extra little weight on it. I'll have to find, I can't remember where all my fishing gear is, to be honest with you. But what I've been doing lately, when I've been coming down the boat, I've basically been coming down, having a cup of tea, watching a bit of telly and all that sort of stuff, but I can fish at the same time. So I think that's going to be my plan. I'm going to set myself up a nice cup of tea, get a comfy seat and just watch my rods and watch the birds, see what comes past. It'd be nice if we caught something today. But if we don't, we don't. I've got to allow enough time to get back just in case the engine cuts out on me. I've got a very small, very small electric outboard, like a little trolling motor that will get me where I need to go in an emergency, but we're going to be against the tide till 1:30, so we might have to end up using that. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. I've been here a while now, absolutely zero luck at all, so gonna start the engine up and head back up the river and try another spot. Hopefully get more luck there. Right, now please don't cut out on me. It's cutting out, it's cutting out, it's cutting out. Come on, come on. There she is. Whew. I'm pretty sure you can hear how much throttle I had to give that then, just to get it to go. I don't know what's causing it. So yeah, plan over winter. We're going to get the sparkies off, clean the fuel filter because the one I got to replace it was too big, didn't fit, but I'm going to get another fuel filter, I'm going to get a new fuel line in there, and I think I'm going to empty the fuel tank completely, clean it out, and put fresh fuel in when I next go to use it, and possibly replace the fuel lines on that and the pump. Oh dear. Bloody boats, eh? I will fix that engine. I will get it sweet. I'm optimistic. I will do it. If not, I've got another engine, but another engine in my shed from my inflatable, but that hasn't got the control, so I don't really want to have to use that one. Right, well, I've been out all day. Obviously, I'm back in the mooring now. Firstly, I'll say, coming into the mooring, I went slow and the engine didn't cut out, so something I've fiddled with has worked for now. I'm still going to do all the things I said earlier. Anyway, I've been fishing at my mooring. I ain't caught a damn thing. It's the time of year you do get a lot of salt tidal surges in. It affects the fishing. Sometimes you catch, sometimes you don't. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one where we'll actually catch something.
Welcome to Boats and Bushcraft. Today we are fishing. I wonder if I'm going to catch a fishy.
So yeah, we're back again. It's the next day. We decided we'd try a bit of fishing down at Carries Meadow in Norwich. Football's on. We were going to fish Riverside, but football's on. And the traffic's ridiculous. Luckily, we got a spot here. I think we've got a fairly good spot, actually.
I
So
almost caught a fish.
she thinks she almost caught a fish. I think it was a reed. But yeah, we'll get a few hours in. Hopefully, we'll catch some fish and be able to bring you some decent footage of it. But so many birds are flying past and trains and stuff. So for all else, we'll get plenty of B-roll anyway. Go, first fish of the day.
It's a beauty.
The first, the biggest, and the most caught so far.
And
but
it's a beauty.
It is a beauty, right? Catch and release, Emma.
Emma, you.
Any luck here?
No luck.
No luck. Right, we're at our next spot, which is slightly underwater. So yeah, slightly underwater, but we're smart and we're not going to go past there, which is the edge.
Which is there.
Yeah, we've had no luck, have we, guys? We're going to go and get a roast dinner in a minute. So Emma's not getting a roast dinner. She doesn't like roast dinner.
My dad is.
Exactly that, yeah.
And look, this is how far it is.
Yeah. Yeah, salt surges, really high tides, not really great fishing at the minute, not where we are anyway.
When it goes all the way.
Not yet, not yet. Right, that is another day of blanking at the fishing. So, obviously we're not a fishing channel. I think I'm going to have to stick to my original plan and we're going to have to give sea fishing a try and hopefully we'll have more luck there. Anyway, cheers for watching. Hopefully next time we see us, we'll be down the coast with a nice big fish in our hands. Anyway, it's bye from me, bye from her, bye from her.
I keep crashing into a post.
She does. See you on the next one. Right, I got some pretty major bad news if you can hear me or not. I went to check the spark plugs on my outboard and it turns out that one of the spark plugs, I think, at least, is completely cross-threaded. Like the thing's fucked. Like, you know when you undo a spark plug and you do it by hand, you twist it back in by hand and then finish it off. This thing was socket all the way out, grinding its way out. It's fucking horrible. Got it back in. Couldn't twist it by hand, so I've had to do it back in. I really should have, but I didn't have a choice. But it's just running. So it's just a case now whether it'll keep running or whether it's going to blow the spark plug out. Basically, I'm going to have to try and find somewhere that can re-thread it or replace the engine. I can't afford to replace the engine. It's like £2.5 engine, so that's where we're at anyway. Might just be me, but I think I can hear something coming from it now. Planning through Bargate Broad. I'll get back. Oh, she didn't blow up. Right, well that was a bit of a weird video, wasn't it, that one? So yeah, let me summarise exactly what's happened. So obviously I went fishing on the boat and I realised it still had the engine problem, so I changed the fuel line and the fuel filter, took it out for a test run with that. It was running a bit better, but still not amazing. So I pulled over and I thought while I was on the water, I would check the spark plugs. One of the spark plugs was completely jammed in and taking it out has cross-threaded it. Then trying to put it back in, I couldn't hand twist it, I couldn't get a thread in it, so I had to pretty much jam it in order to be able to get back to the moor. And in doing so, putting it back in, it definitely went in at an angle that she definitely wasn't happy with. At the mooring, I've removed the spark plug and it is completely cross-threaded in there. I've ordered a thread chaser tool and a helicoil kit So if the thread chaser doesn't work, I'm going to have to basically use the helicoil kit to screw the hole wider to put a threaded sleeve inside that the spark plug will then go into. And fingers crossed those are going to work. But it's been a bit of a rough week, to be honest. This all happened be about a week ago now. This all happened, and I haven't had to do anything with any of it because I've caught a bug. So I've been ill all week now, which is just horrible timing. Today I was meant to be going to get the outboard off the boat to bring it home to do all the repairs. I'm still not well enough yet. So yeah, I think the because of the location of my mooring and the weight of the engine and everything, I think the new plan, I'm going to get my mate to lift the engine inside the boat and I can do the repairs inside the boat. My problem is the spark plugs are located sort of at the back on the edge of the outboard, and I've got to screw this hole for the spark plug perfectly straight or it's not going to work. So I don't want to be leaning over a boat at an angle trying to screw a straight line. So the plan is get the engine inside the boat so I can stand directly over that hole, aim it perfectly straight to rescrew this hole, and hopefully that's going to work. If it doesn't, then that's the end of the boating as far as like the big journeys. Like I said, I've got a little outboard that will get me around, but not at any sort of speed to be able to go big cruising. I've spoke to the girls about what they want me to do. They're happy with having the boat as it is, where we can go down and watch movies and stuff. So it is what it is. It could certainly be a worse situation. For example, the boat behind me at my mooring, in the recent high tide, his boat completely sank. His engine's completely packed in. Managed to get his boat out. I don't know how much is salvageable. Sorry if this is a bit wobbly as well, by the way. Like I said, I am ill, so even holding the phone up is a bit much. But yeah, wish us luck. Hopefully this all gets sorted and we'll be back on the water, especially because the idea behind buying the boat was that where I was going camping before by myself, now I've got the girls all the time, that we'd be able to take the boat out and then be able to do camping with them like that. So yeah, it is what it is, and that's why I haven't been uploading as well. I better add this onto the end. The reason I haven't uploaded anything recently, I've had some health issues that are luckily resolved now, but that put me out of action for a while. But I'm back. Get this bug out of the way. I'm gonna get this freaking engine sorted one way or another, and we're gonna have some great times. Me and the girls have got loads planned next year. I've mentioned in the video a couple of times about not having the budget to go out and buy a new engine. It's because I've been putting money aside for some fun stuff planned with me and the girls next year, and that's the priority, is the girls. So yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get out and do some sea fishing soon. I've got a good sea fishing setup and I always catch. I've had no luck in the rivers, so hopefully a bit of sea fishing will do me some good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, then honestly, we appreciate it. The girls love being in these videos and they want to make more videos, and yeah, they want their friends to see them. So I've got to try and get that balance right of this being an adult channel about boats and bushcraft, but also the girls getting involved because they're my world and they're the most important thing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry I'm rambling on. That's probably the high temperature talking. But yeah, see you on the next one. Ciao for now.